you name the top 3 ways to find homes for wholesaling. I have investors but need properties. So that's a great question, actually. Top 3 ways to find properties. You have investors, but you need deals. So first thing is going to be make sure you're networking every single meeting. You know every single wholesaler in your market that has a deal under contract right now. The best method to doing a deal as quick as possible, if you have even one investor that wants to buy a deal, the best way to do that deal is by finding somebody who has a deal already locked up that you don't have to worry about investing any time or money to lock up. And that's efficiency, right? We want to co-wholesale to be efficient. And what we found is that in our business, we become super efficient where really it's almost a burden just to do our own marketing because we know that there's so many deals flowing through. We have so many deals flowing through, guys, without the fact of anyone even putting any deals under contract. Now, we do get deals once in a while, people calling us from our websites. We are doing a direct mail campaign, which more to come on that as far as the process. It's not the same way we were doing it previously. We are tweaking the process slightly, actually pretty significantly as far as the follow-up and whatnot. But basically, guys, what I'm saying is make sure you know everybody in your market that has wholesale deals to begin with. That's an easy, quick win, so to speak. The second step is going to be find a marketing channel that you want to focus on. And what I say is focus on it because you want to have one thing you do really good initially. And once you do one thing really good, my mentor told me this a while back, once you do one thing really good, then you can focus on other things. So find an area you can focus on really well and do really well with, and then from there grow out further. So maybe that's pay-per-click, for instance. Maybe it's I'm going to invest $100 a month to go and generate all these leads on my website and be able to have conversations with sellers. Or I'm going to go and find all the deals there are in New Jersey or whatever state and be able to do the best job as far as identifying and doing co-wholesaling and know the business inside and out, know every single nuance about how to structure things and how to create deals. Or maybe it's just I'm going to do direct mail. I'm going to understand the market. I'm going to know exactly what kind of lead to use. And I know exactly what kind of mail piece I'm going to use. I'm going to process inside and out. But I'm going to give you 2 things. Number 1 is know every single wholesaler in your local market that has deals. You can find those people at networking events. You can also find them online. If you find out who your local RIA event is run by, basically, so find out who the person is that runs your local RIA, your REIA, which is your Real Estate Investment Association, or any sort of real estate investment networking type of group. Find out who's running it and actually call that person or email that person and find out who they know that has deals. And you say, listen, I have a huge network of investors that want to buy properties and buy deals. I need to find deals. Where are they? Send me your deals. The thing you don't want to do, guys, is pretend to be a buyer. That's really not a good thing to do. So don't go out there and talk to the investors and be like, oh, I'm looking to buy this property myself. What I like to do is I say, if I'm talking to a person on the outside community of real estate investing, and even some of those people might see this video at some point, I have no problem because they don't necessarily understand my model, right? They don't understand the business of investment the way that I do is they don't live and breathe it and it's not their livelihood. I explain to them that what I do is I partner with other investors that they either want to partner with their money, their time, or both, and they want to get into the business and actually work on the deal with me. And potentially, I may want to take my profit up front. That's called wholesaling, or I may want to take my profit at the end. That's called joint venturing, or just rehabbing, basically, or buying and holding, depending on how you structure the deal. So it's really not that complicated. The bottom line is, though, find out with the seller who I am and who I'm. Yeah. You can be straight up with the seller for sure. Be straight up with the seller. Listen, I'm looking to get this property under contract. We buy houses together as cash. You can mention that you have other investors you work with. I'm a big proponent of being ethical. There's also the fine line though, where you're dealing with somebody who thinks it's a little bit skeptical. You may want to tweak your wording a little bit to make sure it matches what their skepticism is and ensure that you can beat and overcome that skepticism. It just depends on the situation, but I would say don't ever commit yourself personally. Doug Beck, even though it says Doug pays cash for houses, I make sure that's my marketing brand essentially to get people interested to talk to me. Once they are interested to talk to me, then I explain to them the process of how we work on the deals together, how we basically go under contract with the intention of purchasing the property with other investors. We raise private money, et cetera, et cetera. All those kinds of things are true. And so that's what you need to focus on is how do you essentially pitch your story in a way that's not fully transparent, because it doesn't need to be fully transparent. It doesn't mean to the point where I explain to them, here's my investor buyer, here's exactly how we set up the deal, because that's your business, versus not telling them anything that's the opposite, right? You don't want to tell them nothing, say, yeah, I am going to buy, and you're basically lying to the person. That's not what you want to do. So it's a blend somewhere in the middle there that should vary on a sliding scale depending on who you're talking to and how much they trust you, how much rapport you build with them, and how you want to position yourself. Real estate investing as a wholesaler versus real estate investing as a rehab or a buy and hold. There's a lot of different answers. The short answer is you want to minimize your risk and maximize your return for the risk you are taking. So, for example, right now I'm looking at a deal where I may be joint venturing with somebody, and that particular deal is going to take about $200,000 to get into the deal, but the profit potential on it's about $60,000. And so for investing $200,000 and getting 60 grand in the return, it's not a bad deal. It's not the best deal in the world, but it's not bad. Now, the fact is I can joint venture and hedge my risk. I can mitigate my risk by going into business with somebody else on this particular deal and having them put up a lot of the money, in fact, most of the money, me funding only a portion of the deal, and then me managing the project and taking a percentage stake of the deal. So it's in the process, but that particular deal is a good example where I'm minimizing my risk and I'm maximizing my return. Yes, I could do the whole deal myself and come up with the full $200,000 myself and take on all the risk myself, but it doesn't make sense in this position that I'm in right now. If I had nothing else going on, I might consider doing it, but I have a million things going on in my business and my life. So I want to hedge my risk. I also want to have a partner that can be someone I can lean on when things are not, as easy for me to get done as they could be on certain other days. So I might have my schedule like today, for instance, was back to back with a lot of different things. I was catching up on different things going on in the office. So days like today would be a perfect example of why I want to have a partner on a rehab versus doing everything myself. See, the bottom line here, guys, is that when you hold on to things and you're very selfish about your business, then usually you're not going to grow as quickly. When you're more giving in your business, it goes back to giving again, giving and also being commonsensical and being open to joint venture and partner, then you're going to have more results over time, in my opinion. It's going to be more efficient and you have better results over time and create a lot more business. So the bottom line is, guys, be more open to partnering with people. That's exactly what we're looking for. So if you're based in New Jersey, another reason why, selfishly speaking, why we do these events is we want to attract people in our market. Or if you have a lot of stuff happening in your market, but you're not sure where to go next, contact us. Let us know what's going on. Send us an email. Send me a message on here and let me know what's going on in your business, how we can help you out, how can we be of service, how can we take your business to the next level and help you flip more deals. We have a structured mentorship program. We also have other ways we work together. So let me know what's going on so we can figure out what makes the most sense and then we can take it from there.